Hi there, I'm Rose Jordan with Visit Mineral Wells, and I'm here with Melinda Wilson at Rest Yourself River Ranch. Rest Yourself River Ranch is an incredible 14-acre ranch with several event spaces, overnight accommodations, stunning views overlooking the Brazos River, and a lot of history. We'll be taking you on a tour in just a moment. But first, Melinda, can you tell us a little bit of history about what is now Rest Yourself River Ranch?
Well, it started out as a guest ranch in the 1940s. It was built by Mr. Seybold, and his dad gave him a blank check, and it was originally 2,000 acres.
Wow.
After his death in the 90s, early 90s, it started getting broken up. The owner now is a family that specializes in historical restoration, and has bought it November of 19, and we opened up in July of 20. We do beautiful weddings, family reunions. We are an event center, a vacation rental, and now a bed and breakfast. So we've got a little bit of everything. We're evolving as it goes, and it's just really happening for us. Once you get out here and you see the views, you're sold.
Yeah, for sure. We were talking earlier that there's nowhere on this property you can go that doesn't have just a spectacular view.
Yes, and they have really kept the architecture, but they've just upped their game.
Yeah.
All the rooms are different. It's not a typical thing. It's just every detail has been thought out, and all the spaces are beautiful. So you really can't go wrong here.
Yeah. And so you talked a little bit about that it was owned and built by Seybold, which is a kind of a common name in these parts. So tell us a little bit about Mr. Seybold and then the architect here, because that's another point of interest for a lot of people.
Mr. Seybold and Charles Dilbeck designed it. The architect has a lot of homes in Dallas that are really famous. He was just Mr. Seybold was an interesting man. I looked him up and all the people just come that have been raised in Mineral Wells and tell us great stories about how the ranch was then. But the owners have brought it back to its glory. It is a beautiful place. It was originally 2,000. After his death, they toned it down to 14 acres, and it went through several owners until the Armistead family bought it and has redone it now.
Wow, that's awesome. So we're going to go take a tour, and hopefully along the way, not only will you get to see the incredible views and all the different spaces that are here, and actually some fun things that make it a really great place for a family reunion, but also hope to hear some fun stories of history about the place. So Melinda, let's go.
Okay.
So Melinda, this room, this table, I can just imagine tons of people gathering here. It looks like the perfect spot just to hang out and have dinner. Tell us what this room is and what it's used for.
Well, it's the Great Lodge. It's 3,500 square feet. We still have some of the original furniture in this space. It's been wedding receptions, family reunions, brunches. We do showers. We do a little bit of everything in here. Let's walk over. I'll show you one of the guest suites.
Okay.
All right. This is called the Irma Fern. It sleeps 6. All of our guest spaces have a coffee bar with refrigerator and microwave in each sleeping space. This part shares a bathroom with this other suite. And you can also see the views from the river all over from these rooms. This is another one of our guest suites. The chairs fold out to twins. It's a great place to hang. It has a large screen TV, that movie night or whatever with your family. When we did the bed and breakfast, a lot of the families came here and watched movies later. So it's a great space just to hang, to sleep, to play.
And didn't you say that all the rooms have some kind of coffee bar?
They all have a coffee bar with mini fridge and mini microwave. So you can bring your snacks, you can bring your stuff on the property. And it just works out well for families.
And again with the views.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about the architect, and one of his trademarks is the rope trim.
Yes.
And so here we see that really well.
It was all redone. In some places that they had to fix the ceilings and they had to fix how the insulation was, and they painstakingly replaced the original rope just like it was.
Wow, and the floors, all the floors were original and redone?
Yes, and it was a love right there, because some of the floors were in such bad shape that they had to cut each piece to match the pattern because they couldn't buy it. So it is just a beautiful work of art, and she really keeps it up. Every 6 months they are redone to make them shine like this.
So Melinda, we're in what you call the courtyard?
Yes.
Okay, and so before we talk about the courtyard itself, explain this. It's pretty special rock.
This was original to the ranch with Mr. Seybold. And so she had a great idea to mount it just to keep the historical part of the ranch real. This is our courtyard. This is where we do wedding receptions, family reunions, spring break. We had 1 million kids out here playing, movie nights. We've done a little bit of everything out here, and it's just a great fun space. Originally, it was a swimming pool, if you could imagine that, a very large swimming pool. And so it's really kind of come full circle because it's a place where people hang, and it's just a beautiful space.
So as far as orienting kind of with where we are, when people first come onto the property, they actually will see the other side of that. So the entrance is up there.
Right.
And so then if you came through that little breezeway onto the courtyard, and then what we have around us is all rooms,
yes,
right?
all the courtyard suites is what we call these.
Okay, and then the opposite end, we come to the
Great Lodge.
Okay,
the Great Lodge has 3 suites that can sleep 23. And then we have 22 courtyard rooms.
Okay.
They sleep anywhere from 4 to 2 people, double occupancy. And so it's just a great place to have your group, your wedding, everything. Everybody can sleep here, stay here. We can sleep up to 83 people.
And so I'm guessing this is just one of the amazing places where the bride wants her special moment is right at those stairs.
Either we've had ceremonies here, but mostly we've had receptions because the amphitheater
is just,
is killer.
You can't beat the amphitheater.
And then we have Breeze Patio, that if you have a smaller wedding or a smaller reception is a perfect place because the views go on forever.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to show us what next?
I thought we'd go to one of the courtyard suites. I want to come show y'all just a few of the rooms so you can kind of see how they're laid out and everything. Here is a twin room, has 2 twins in it, a private bath, of course a coffee bar. Every room is decorated differently, has its own special touches. Each part of the room is thought out to your comfort, how you play, how you want to rest. Right behind you is a bathroom. Let me show you that. The showers are all unique and have been all redone. All the bathrooms match the rooms. I want to show you one of my favorite suites. It's the Ronald Reagan suite. It actually sleeps 4.
So what makes it your favorite?
It's just beautiful. It's laid out well. It's bigger. They said that Ronald Reagan, you know, legend has it, Ronald Reagan actually stayed here. It's great for families. I love to put the bride and groom in here because it's just so pretty.
Yeah.
But there's so many other spaces they can go to. Okay, here's one of our other areas. We call it the spa, but a lot of the brides get dressed here.
Okay.
It has a back down bathroom, and upstairs is where everybody gets dressed. If you're just staying for bed and breakfast, we have a masseuse that can come and give you a massage. But really, this is where the brides can come. They can hang out, get dressed with all her bridesmaids.
And that mirror, oh my goodness.
And then you have this beautiful view. I love the rooftops here.
Yeah.
I love the bright green against the rooftops.
Really stands
Everything's
out.
just now coming out as far as the trees and stuff, but it is just fabulous to look at. If you're here with family and friends, this is the place you need to come.
So family reunion for sure.
Yeah, a lot of the grooms come out here and hang, or after the rehearsal dinner. It's just a place for everybody to get together. It's pool table, ping pong, foosball, arcade, big screen TVs. It's a great place to watch games in the fall.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of everything. It does have a full bath, so if the boys wanted to get dressed here, they could. It just offers just another inside space that people can enjoy, because we have the whole rec area outside, but we always don't have the best of weather, so this is all weather.
That's the spa on the other side, so do those doors open? So they could just...
I honestly keep those shut. I like to put the boys in the rec cabin because it's on the other side of the place, so the girls don't have to hide and all that other stuff. Because not everybody likes that first look.
Yeah.
We actually have a chef's kitchen, not just a prep kitchen like a lot of the venues. You can actually cook in here.
Wow.
This is so fun because this is the original mixer, and she loved it so much she kept it. This was the original ice box where they hung the meat and stuff and put big blocks of ice. The funny thing about that I've decided about that is they didn't think about storage and they didn't think about headroom. Because if you notice, a lot of the stairways are shorter, but they didn't think of storage. That's now our storage.
Wow.
So a lot of the rooms in the courtyards have small closets because they had wardrobes.
Yeah.
So that's a fun thing too. We have an ice machine, a freezer, refrigerator, grill, everything that you can imagine, we have it in here. Your caterer or your people can bring all their food, cook here, and have a great time. Here's our outdoor deck. We've had a little band up here, and down there they had old antique trucks and chairs for everybody to listen to, so that was a really fun spot. A lot of people have come for tours or for the open house and has told us a lot of things, that they grew up here, they swam here, but this is so cool. It was really a full house that they used for the men's club, and half of it burned. And those fireplaces are original to the original house. Wow. So this has a full kitchen set up. It's a 2-bedroom. It sleeps 10. Original fireplaces are still intact.
So this one has a more industrial feel than
Yes.
really the rest of the ranch.
Yes. I would love to know what it looked like originally. Especially since it was the men's club.
Yeah.
It was all cinder block.
That's really cool.
When they do receptions out there and they do rehearsal dinners and stuff, it's great to have this space though for the bathrooms because they're so much closer.
Yeah.
That's original. I love that piece.
Yeah. I have seen tons of pictures of this space all lit up, full of tables, and now I can see why. This view is incredible.
We do a lot of receptions out here, smaller wedding receptions, a lot of rehearsal dinners. We've had family reunion out here. We've had a little bit of everything, but it's a fabulous space. The fireplaces just, frame it.
They do.
And then we have the view of the river. These lights really bounce off the cement, so at night it's really magical. We've had food trucks. We had Buck Reams come with his chuck wagon, cook out the back end of it. So we've had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful space. Everybody loves it. All my brides, that's the place that they want to do something at.
Yeah, you have to get a picture in this space somewhere,
Yes.
some form.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really great because they look great. The fireplace is all by themselves, but they're perfect because you can decorate any way you want with them.
Yes.
So definitely makes sense that we're seeing so many pictures from this space.
Yes. It's one of everybody's favorites just to come and look. This is the back porch. Well, they call it the front porch. Front porch to the Brazos.
But back porch to the whole property.
Yeah, back porch to the whole family. A lot of friends and family hang here. I see them drinking coffee, you know, drinking wine, cocktail hours. Everybody ends up here because you can see both ends of the Brazos River. We'll walk over to the amphitheater. It's where most of our ceremonies happen. Mr. Seybold wanted that in his major plans. He wanted an amphitheater and never got to it. And when Jay heard that, she decided to build one.
Oh, wow.
These benches were originally the wood for the out front. And when they came in, they were too big and she didn't know what to do with them. So when she had a lot of prayer over it, she decided to make benches out of them. Okay, here we are at the amphitheater.
Wow, talk about a money shot.
I know. We think that the tree actually looks like a heart shape.
Yes, I can see
When
that.
that fills in the summertime, it's so pretty. And we're getting there. I mean, it's early spring, but these really fill in. This can fit up to 150 people, but we have extra chairs that go to 250. It's always quiet here, peaceful here. And you're right, it's one of my favorite views. I'd love to have a church service here.
Yeah.
And we have talked about that, bringing in youth groups and different things like that. It would be a
An
beautiful
Easter sunrise
spot.
service
Yes.
would be great. So, Melinda, talk about the river. This has to be one of the favorites for family reunions.
Yes, and just people staying with us too. They've enjoyed it. We have a rec rambler is what we call it. And it's a rec trailer and it's full of blow-up kayaks, life jackets, fishing gear, bug spray, whatever you want for the river. You can rent it for $100 a day and your family can stay down here all day if they wanted to.
And that's really great because it's a bit of a trek coming down.
Right. But there's a new deck up here and then the new dock. And you can just sit on the river. I've had a lot of people have picnics down here and just enjoy it. Makes beautiful pictures for engagement pictures, for bridal pictures. So we did have one photographer kind of stuck, but we got her unstuck. So it's just a great space.
Yeah, it is really great. And even somebody out kayaking today, which is the best kind of day for it.
I think they're actually fishing too.
Melinda, this place is absolutely spectacular with views from every angle and all the just little details into every space. It's incredible. I'm actually looking forward to coming and staying.
I would love for you to. Y'all come on out because it is a place to relax, to have fun, family time, whatever you want to do here. It's the place to come to.
It's truly special. Thanks so much for taking us on the
tour.
tour.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Come back and see us.